always an option of finding some kind of pick when we know how aggressively IG like to play.
Do IG need to play slow, though, before we go into game?
I think IG has a lot of points they can pressure, like very strong bot lane 3v3 when you have something like the Olaf.
Okay.
Maybe your mid and top laner need to play a bit more, so it really depends on can they get vision of Wei, and then can they make a counterplay?
And can they fight back in this series? eStars came in with such a good-looking game one. They've now turned draft around, and they've gone completely the other way. We're going to see if the diversity of eStar comes through or if IG can finally get a game win against this rookie powerhouse on the board.
Really strong level 1 champions coming out from IG. Olaf, widely considered the strongest level 1 jungler. Thresh, of course, too, very strong. So looks like they were threatening a bit of an invade, but Wei was in a very safe location, spotted them, and everything's going to be fine.
But did they get a ward down to spot out any more information? At the moment, they didn't, but the Shy is still there. We'll have a quick look across the board. Because apart from the exhaust onto Southwind, I see a Comet on the Syndra in the bottom lane. And I do see a Syndra in the bottom lane, so that's enough to really make you wonder how bot is going to go.
Yeah, and the weird thing about this series is we said IG needs to make an adaptation. But we came into the series, and eStar were the one who made an adaptation, really.
Yeah.
They first rotation Elise Renekton, a completely different style to what you would expect.
And a style that, you know, when you see Wei, you think, okay, I think about the Jarvan. I think about how it's gone so far in the split. Testing out his merit on a new jungler is going to be the question. It's a top-side start here for Wei on this Elise, and a bottom-side start for Ning on the Olaf.
Yep, things just rounding out kind of as we would expect. The interesting thing is that Cryin is just backing off, not contesting the wave at all. I want to see what Wei does with this, and if he looks for a really early gank level 2 or 3 on mid, at least not really a level 2 ganking jungler, so it would be level 3. When you have an AD soul laner and AP jungler, it is the play you expect to see.
And a Pantheon as well to open him up. We've talked about roaming with our Pantheon in the LPL.
And we've talked about point-and-click CC from Cryin, setting up that very easy cocoon from Wei.
Execution comes down to it. Has teleport on the mid lane Pantheon as well, so no ignite for the full aggression that we've seen out of other teams.
Yep. The cool thing also from this comp from eStar is it sets up for the playstyle that they love to do so much. Gank mid, get pressure with Cryin, and then use that Pantheon ultimate, bring it to bot lane.
Dive the bottom lane. The FPX blend with RNG here for the style of eStars. But this game definitely feels more like FPX as all good scatter the week shall see. I don't know if he had hook there, but didn't use it anyway. But Puff is dangerously low.
Puff is dangerously low, and we see on the mini-map that Wei was looking towards the mid lane like we talked about. But looks like they couldn't find anything. Rookie really respecting that level 3 gank.
Just pings out where he's going. A deep ward spotted towards Raptors, but up at Scuttle. That's where the first fight between junglers could start.
And like you just mentioned with this FPX RNG kind of going to slow down.
Because you see a spider going top, and Wei spotted out, but it doesn't matter. Now the Shy has to 1v2. Xiaobai is low, but Ning is here as well. He's got a level advantage over Elise. The flash is there. Cryin matches into the cocoon. They turn. eStars with first blood again. Now the Shy has to 1v3. He gets the Q, but he flashes away too. Rookie comes in for the trade kill, but he has to burn his summoner. Can he take this? Cryin has double buffs and is willing to turn around. But IG lose another early game fight.
eStar giving the people the show they wanted. Non-stop bloodlust in this game was kind of scary on the end of that fight with that Lissandra passive, but still eStar able to walk away just fine. 2-for-1 trade coming out on the side of eStar.
And again, we talk about the commitment out of eStar and what makes them so good. Xiaobai does TP in. They all commit to a play. They're all on the same board. No one is really looking clumsy here. That turnaround from Cryin and the rest of eStar, everybody was in.
Everyone's in, but we see both junglers here on top side coming out. Okay. Nothing going to happen.
Just a cocoon there, showing a bit of presence here over Ning as Rookie in a bit of trouble mid. Cryin. Oh no, this is not going well for IG across Summoner's Rift, even in the bottom lane. Shalsey picks up a kill, and Southwind in a bit of a pickle himself. The flash flay forward. He thinks he has the damage, but he doesn't. Both summoners used here by Southwind.
eStar's mechanically outplaying the team we described as like skill expression and better mechanical individuals. Sadly, we didn't see how any of those kills started, but Rookie looking really shaky, getting solo killed by Cryin. We also saw him get solo killed the other day against Yuki from LGD.
Yeah, we did. And look, for Rookie, he goes back into that lane, versing a double buff Pantheon. We'll see how this started, because he just walks up to the wave.
Just walks too far forward. We do see those double buffs on Cryin. And Pantheon, of course, just so strong in these early game skirmishes.
Shalcy, does he land another? He's not even pressing anything. Oh, no. Good scat of the week.
So IG's bot lane are the aggressors. This is not the position we typically see IG's bot lane in. Just, again, good scatter of the week coming out from Wink. And very easy follow-through on the side of eStar.
Coming back to Rookie, that's so uncharacteristic out of this 2018, in a way. All right, no, okay. I know you're looking at me because of moments past, but for the start of this split, Rookie has been super consistent. I know
is this uncharacteristic?
You're thinking 2019. All right, look, let's pause for a second because Shalcy presses the horn and Rookie's dead again. Over to Wink.
I'm thinking like 5 days ago against LGD, Lucian versus Kiana.
Okay, that's fair.
And we see it again 2 minutes later. This is how IG likes to play. Again, they don't show a lot of respect for their opponents. They really are trying to get every inch they can against their opponent.
And this is super characteristic of Rookie, but it's also in the bottom lane. That Puff is now called out. Cryin uses the ulti down. And look at this. eStar are tearing IG a new one.
I feel really bad because 2 days ago we casted eStar against BLG. We said eStar they don't have a lot of legit wins on the table. They need to prove to us that they are a top team in LPL.
Hey, they beat FPX. I mean, that started the hype train for eStar, and looking very seriously at this game, we're trending towards eStar becoming the best team in the LPL, unquestionably.
Yeah, eStar are putting their name in that conversation, really, with FPX coming back to form.
Oh, we got to ask that question a little bit later. Xiaobai against the turret. The Shy is hitting him. He gets one. No! Oh, Xiaobai shuts down Ning and the Shy.
eStar are losing. IG, I'm sorry, are losing absolutely everywhere on the map, losing in mid, losing in bot lane, losing in top. Our weak side player in Xiaobai coming out on top. IG completely mis-executing that dive.
A 3-1 Renekton, a 3-0 Pantheon. The bottom lane is fed, and Wei is laughing. We're going to watch this one again because Xiaobai held on, and he got 6 at the right time.
Great slice and dice coming out, but yeah, just backing off. Ning over-aggressing a little bit, hitting that 6 perfectly at the right time, and the Shy, wrong place, wrong time.
And now Southwind will get one. Okay, Wink's caught out. So that's the second kill for IG. I do like League of Legends.
And here we do see this Blade of the Rune King build coming out from the Renekton. We've already talked about this a lot.
Oh no, Puff has just walked in blindly into Xiaoxi. The Lantern interrupted. Very nice rocket grabbers. In comes Cryin. And Puff, will he die here? That's the new question.
Yes.
Xiaoxi chasing after him. The death sentence comes through. You say yes, and Puff says no. Unfortunately, there's a third person named Cryin in that conversation. Xiaoxi gets the hook. Now, hitbox is a question mark there, but eStar's getting yet another.
The thing, again, I love is eStar keeps showing us more and more layers to their team.
And they keep fighting. They just will not stop this. Great Cocoon, once again, there is an ultimate available here for Ning, but doesn't pop the Ragnarok. Meanwhile, eStar get more gold in the bottom lane through turret plating, and Cryin presses Q once, and that hurts.
He just doesn't stop. Xiaoxi throws that Q every time it's off cooldown.
8 minutes in, 11 kills, very much an IG game, but not to their merit, especially not this time.
Yeah, slowing down in Game 1 we talked about Chinese Griffin. Though it's true from a narrative standpoint, playstyle-wise it's completely different. Griffin were a very slow team, did like to get a lot of farm onto Tarzan in the jungle. That is not what eStar is about at all. They do not know what the word slow means.
I mean, it's very much about the fact that, like, you put Chinese in front of it, and that insinuates the LPL style, which is faster-paced League of Legends. But we talked about the age before in game number 1. Very low combined for this team. And the fact that we're looking at them on the precipice of destroying IG kind of shows you how, at the start of the split, they already looked developed. They're still developing. They're still growing.
Yeah, again, each game, more and more, they are adding new dimensions to their gameplay. At first, they just looked like this team who only know how to dive bot, and they showed us a few games where they were able to play around Xiaobai, and now here we go again, them pulling off this completely unconventional draft with Wink on the Syndrome.
What the flash forward onto the Ragnarok Olaf, but he gets pulled in first. Cryin now caught out a little bit. The Shy gets a bit of AoE, but that scatter the weak through. Xiaobai says no. The Shy has to run for the hills, and Puff has no statement to make. 3 more kills, and Xiaoxi almost hits another.
This team just keeps going. They're continuously finding picks, and IG are just walking into them blind. 4K gold lead at 10 minutes.
10 minutes into the game against IG. That is a big feat, and Wei is on the precipice of a Rift Herald 2.
We talked about before this game what...
Oh, no. No. You don't want to be here, Southwind. The only reason he's alive is Wink doesn't have ulti.
Yeah. We talked about before this game what happens if eStar aren't able to snowball this draft, and they showed us there's no way they wouldn't be able to snowball a draft like this.
I mean, this is a pretty big snowball at 10 minutes into the game. Pretty confident play so far.
And it's also how these two styles just match up. We already said IG are a team that never really stop contesting. They never really stop overstepping in their lanes. They're always looking for those aggressive plays. So this game would always tend to be a stomp one way or the other. But here, just great hook coming out from Xiaoxi. We just see all the damage coming in from eStar. It's really weird to note that IG are the ones who chose to go in on this, but we just see how far ahead eStar are. Great damage coming out from Wei, and Xiaobai just walking away from it scot-free.
Such a confident hook. He had vision, by the way, on the corner of that new brush heading into River. But even so, just such a nicely placed hook. And look at the gold lead at the moment. Everyone from eStar ahead of the most fed member in Puff on IG. Stop it.
I was going to say, the gold graph says it all.
Waiting. Look, he's waiting for Krugs. Oh no, Krugs are IG buyers. What the heck? That's not fair, but neither is this Rift Herald push. Turret plating fully available. First turret of the game available. eStar's now 5,000 gold ahead at 12 minutes into the game. A very comfortable lead. And Wink is still getting a lot of gold here down the bottom lane.
10.5. Turret plates are worth more, so accelerating the eStar snowball even faster.
And when you look at what you're going up against, a Pantheon with Youmu's as flash forward, Puff wants to take the fight here, Cryin dodges a lot of the damage, but 3 versus 1, make that 4. That's a shutdown onto Cryin. That slows the game down, but Puff, rather Southwind, dodges away.
Puff showing a bit of swagger himself. This is not what we typically expect to see out of Puff.
Very true.
This is a lot more of a Jackie Love-esque play. Puff is an AD carry we know to just stand back, play from the backline, but they see Cryin overstepping in the mid lane. Very decisive flash coming out from the IG AD carry, and they at least get something, you know, in return.
The Mountain Dragon on top of that, that's very significant. And at this point, they may have found Wei as well, looking for the dive deep into the side of the jungle. Southwind gets blocked by a little Spiderling as the Shy comes over the wall. Wei gets exhausted and flashes away. IG so far behind, they shouldn't be making plays, but they are. Consistent as all hell as the Shy doesn't have an ult to lean on. Wei and Cryin are low, but they turn it around. Puff walking forward, he has no other choice and dies as well. As Xiaobai and Wink close in on Invictus Gaming. They tried, they wanted to get something from eStars, but eStars wouldn't let them.
IG think they can make this play after finding the pick in the mid lane and getting that dragon, but eStar showing them, no, we are too far ahead. You might be former world champions, but we are the best team in this league right now.
Xiaoxi just alphas the chicken off of Rookie as well. That's the game state here. 16-3, 7,000 just about now on the board. Turret plating still available with how quick the game's gone, and the mid lane's going to yield too.
eStar just constantly keeping up this aggression. We see here, great ult in here from Cryin. They just focus down the Shy. Might have looked like Wei overstepped when the Shy jumped in, but IG just don't have the damage. We see Puff here hitting, but Xiaobai on the backside with great scatter of the week, and IG are just deleted.
So coordinated from the side of eStar, and I was going to compliment IG after Puff got that pick where IG will try and try again. They'll try the same play, and despite the gold lead, they'll be consistent with how they're going to win their games. But this time around, eStar's punished them really thoroughly, and all they can do is say, well, Puff and Southwind, it looks like it's up to you.
It's really surprising to see a team come into the LPL not only with such good mechanical play, but also such good macro understanding on how to play as a unit, how to go for these rotations, go for these team fights. And they've always been 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of IG.
Because let's look at the last team that came into the LPL that had good synergy, which was Sino Dragon, right? As Blue Buff is going to get taken away. Sorry, Ning. It was Sino Dragon in 2019 spring, but even then, they came from the LDL. They had time to refine their play style.
They played together for a long time.
That's right. And they developed that synergy through playing in the LDL. Here, eStar, they've played individually on the LDL. They've played in brief moments with each other, but not all as a unit, not all together. So this is just insane to think that this team has developed over such a short period of time with nothing but the LPL games to work off of.
Now we're going to see how do eStar use their pressure coming from the mid lane. We do see Xiaobai threatening some picks in the jungle if IG overstep, but Xiaobai just always looking for it.
Level 11 on the Renekton, and he's almost got his second item there. You can see Xiaobai has the flash available, and with that pick with the Blade of the Ruined King, 6-1 and 3, this guy is really stepping up to the table in what has been a better top lane for him, in a top lane that even Wei didn't visit, but this time around, he got a better matchup.
We saw Xiaobai really did struggle in terms of CS, but he has held it together, 6-1 and 3 on the
Oh no, Puff has missed his ultimate. They hook in Crime, but now they definitely don't want to take the fight. I may have misspoken. Stopwatch going to be used here, but a Cocoon maxes, lands at max range. Wink hits the two-man scatter of the week, and Xiaobai's now coming in. IG, a Torn, and Wink half health Ning.
eStar trying to make this aggressive play, but IG did get too close to their tower for eStar to follow.
And the hook that comes through. Goodbye, Rookie. IG left with 4. Xiaobai dominance over the wall. Lucky that the Shy gets out with the help of Southwind, but they're in front of another Rift Herald, and eStar say thank you.
When you look at that movement from Rookie just there, you know eStar are wrapping around. They're not showing in the top lane anymore. They could be anywhere, and you still decide to walk there. Again, very characteristic mistake of Rookie.
Yes, I will apologize for what I said before. I guess it is characteristic of Rookie at the moment. But there's been a lot of focus on IG, and when Rookie in the past has sacrificed himself or there's been a mistake, IG have capitalized. But how do they capitalize out of this? Teleport coming in, the Shy flashes in. They're so far behind, they still want to take the play. Teleport getting matched. IG ready, it's on to Crime, but they can't get anything else.
IG have played the same way for 2 years. We always know what they're going to do. We always know they're going to consistently look for these plays. It doesn't matter how far behind they are. No. It does create a lot of situations, though, where if you are the better team, you get to show your individual skill. That's how you come out on top. If you can keep dragging out this game with these long, bloody skirmishes, we can get to a point where IG can take it.
Slowing the game down for Invictus Gaming. I mean, many times before has Rookie and the Shy put themselves in such a good position when they're 0-4 behind, by the way.
I was going to say, they're 8,000 gold behind. Even though I just said maybe they can do it.
Maybe it's a strong word.
It's very not likely.
But in games like this, we have seen Invictus Gaming still fight their way back. Having said that, eStars have been so consistent this series and have been so on point. 17-3 as a big reminder at 18 minutes. And an Ocean Dragon sitting in there with an Ocean Soul.
Our match between our top 2 teams likely to come out under an hour as the series as a whole. Oh,
how can you state that? I mean, how can you expect to go up against Invictus Gaming and just have such a dominating win? And we have to be very prepared for if this comes to a 2-0, if eStars continue this and close out this game, they will be 7-1, excuse me. IG will be 6-1. eStars will be at the top of the leaderboard, and they've been tested against FPX. Now they're testing themselves against IG in a very successful manner. Who's left? Like LNG, DMO, Vici, RNG are not looking like they're in top form. So eStars will be the current best team in the LPL.
Yup, and as we have a slow moment in the game, eStar will have pressure in all 3 lanes, so they will be able to constantly move back and forth between each lane, set up vision, and look for these picks. IG are really going to have to play it slow, try and overload one lane and create a pick.
What I really hate about versing Blitzcrank is when you're on the losing end, when Blitzcrank maintains vision, that's when it gets scariest.
Well, it's even worse, too, because, right, you don't have any pressure point on the map. eStar can push all 3 lanes with Renekton, Pantheon, and, you know, the 3-man Death Squad.
But they are forcing summoners. Wink burns the heal this time around. He used the flash in the last engage. The Shy uses World Ender.
It's exactly what we said we wanted to see out of IG, right? You want to overload one lane, look for a pick, look to force a fight, force a summoner, and catch eStar off guard.
Just remember as well that Wei also has a Rift Herald. He's not going to use it on this turret here. Rookie trying to maintain the wave and not let them get near the inhibitor.
Just very clean play coming out from eStar so far. Just slightly under 10k gold behind. We don't have another dragon for about 3 minutes, but when you do have global ultimates like from the Pantheon, the aggression doesn't need to stop. eStar can keep forcing plays in this downtime.
Well, at the moment, they've got the wave shoved out, and you can see they're kind of waiting around Wink to get this back off. Now that he's finally gone, now that Krine's going to be doing the same thing. Curious to see those items. 2 items already on the Pantheon, 2 on the Syndra with a blasting wand. And double Ruby Crystal picked up here from Krine. As well as the stopwatch. You can see stopwatches are in hand. It's been a long day, apparently. So, eStars could be setting up for that one big fight that leads to this Baron.
Yep, looks like eStar are trying to say, hey, we could be doing Baron. You need to come check. You need to walk into us. They get a bit impatient. They say, hey, we still have Rift Herald. Let's put this down. Let's try and force a 5-man engage in the mid lane.
It's 6 versus 5 in the mid, and eStars know it. Puff is so under-leveled in comparison to Wink. And so is Rookie in comparison to Krine. Don't get me started on the top lane. Xiaoxi has been so close with these hooks. IG make one false move, and they're done.
eStar are able to make this play because of how far ahead they are. It would have been nice to, again, see them use all 3 lanes, maybe pull IG apart and then look for a Herald play.
But IG are channeling down the mid lane. Xiaobai is here. Scatter the Weak available. The hook from Xiaoxi. Where is it? He has flash available, or rather doesn't just yet. Pantheon comes in. Krine has the flash. And IG might have an advantage here. The Shy zones away the Pantheon. And eStars, that was the first bad execution we've seen.
Yeah, also shows in eStar's comp, you don't have any true engage, right? You have a lot of pick potential with the Blitzcrank, with the Syndra, the Elise. Pretty much all of your champions do really well at CCing one target. But now eStar saying, hey, again, we are still stronger than you. Come into us.
Redemption's going to spot them out. Xiaoxi zoning away here. IG trying to walk as a big unit. Ning pops the ulti just in time. And the hook is not going to connect. Now with the Ragnarok available, can IG do anything? Cocoon doesn't connect either, and Baron resets.
You don't need engage if you can make the enemy team walk into you. That is a
flash.
form of...
Hook also from Southwind as Rookie goes on in. Trying to block that away. You can see IG getting ever so closer. Rookie gets burnt out a little bit. The jump on from Wei, though, is now Krine's back in the fight. They find the Shy. The hook now is not going to do too much as IG are running for the hills. For eStar, the Rookie team, they've found Ning as well. That's 3 dead. And Puff and Southwind watch their team get obliterated.
eStar get the Baron off this play. Both teams started posturing like they were going to walk away, but one member always walked a bit too far forward. Krine looks like he gets caught out, but we said eStar just have too much damage at this point.
Watch as Baron goes down with 20 kills on the board with a 10k gold lead and then some. eStars are doing it, man. eStars are on the cusp of taking down the 2019 Spring Champions, the 2018 World Champions. What was considered the current best team in the LPL.
They were undefeated up until what looks like is going to be this series. Puff getting that tower off the Baron play, just getting a little bit out from it. But as we said, both teams kind of posturing like they were going to back off, and then suddenly one member goes in, Rookie goes in, Krine gets pulled in. IG now really trying to force this engage, but we see the damage out of eStar. IG just can't do anything. Xiaobai coming in from the backside, and Xiaoxi hitting a lot of beautiful hooks. That aggressive flash from Wink over the wall.
I mean, he's been pretty confident in this series. Deserves to have that game too, where he showcases a little bit as well. And remember, coming into this series, we talked about the Nanny and we talked about the Hitman. We talked about Southwind being the protective support and Xiaoxi being Mr. John Wick himself. And Xiaoxi has been Keanu Reeves in the flesh. Breathtaking as usual.
Xiaoxi to me has looked a lot more like a Terminator, but...
Oh, Ning, you speak of Arnold. He might be caught out here. Survives for now. Ragnarok away, but that's a big ultimate. Baron with eStars grouping up as 5 down the bottom lane.
and IG just have no options left in this
except
game.
for Rookie, except the Shy's going to go in as well. He gets a big ulti, but Rookie is blown up. A bit of AoE here for Invictus Gaming, and to their credit, they do a bit of damage, but the hook lands again. Southwind dies, while that Scatter the Weak from Wink. Exceptional talent here from the AD carry of eStar. The fight is theirs again.
IG think they can do it, and we said they have no options, but Rookie tries to go in, tries to make the hero play, but eStar just shut them down.
Oh, and hits yet another one. Lyric, that's going to be all she wrote. eStar came into this as underdogs. They're the rookies of 2020. First it was FPX, the 2019 world champions. Now against Invictus Gaming, it won't be over yet, but they're ready to take us to the top of the leaderboard.
I was really expecting that to be over.
So was I. I prepped that call, and now it goes right in the bin. Ah, another day.
eStar just getting a nice, safe reset here. We can take a look at this, but again, at this point in the game, IG are just too far behind. Rookie looks for the engage. They burst him down so easily. We see Wink on the edge just having a lot of time to get his cooldowns down. Chelsea once again hitting a great hook. Here, eStar gets low, but Scatter the Weak
Wink
pushes Aatrox back, and eStar are just able to finish it off very nice.
Has been super on point with that all game long, and even though eStar back away, they get the reset, their full health, and Chelsea's looking for that game-ending hook, which really felt like it came at the first couple of minutes of this game. eStar's in such a good position. Low cooldown here for Chelsea. And they keep flying out. Baron's still got a bit of time here, or rather, never mind. The Shy might be called out into the World Ender. Crying's ulted in as well. They desperately want to end this game. But they're not letting them just yet until Southwind gets hooked in face first, as Rookie now has to go in himself. IG do the only thing they know, which is to fight. But Crying's so large, Rookie is not. He dies as well. Xiaobai dealing with the Shy, while the rest of eStar watch in horror.
Chelsea, stop! This is not. Oh, and Crying
just going to die as well. Ning will get a trade kill with the help of the Thresh, who died a long time ago. But eStars are trying to batten down the hatches there, making this a cleaner end. They've only died 4 times. And now Puff, the flash forward. Chelsea hits again. From the LMS to the LPL, this support has really made a statement.
Every time it looks like IG gets away, eStar hit another skill shot, force another skirmish, and it just keeps on rolling.
The problem is the death timers are not long enough at this point in the game. IG is still doing damage to eStar.
Wait,
they have to back away again.
You mean this is not 40 minutes into the game?
This is not 40 minutes into the game. Camera zoom in on Chelsea for a reason. Okay, look here. Look here, smartass. In all seriousness, Chelsea is a weapon.
All of them on this team have just been so on point this series. Yeah, all weapons.
Have you seen The Expendables?
I have not.
Neither have I. But I know there's a lot of famous people in that movie. And that's eStar.
I don't think that's a fitting reference. No one is famous on eStar.
Yeah, well, they are now. After this series, they're going to be the Expendables, right? Maybe it's going to take a little bit longer, but the point stands. eStar look too damn good.
No, I like it. Your point is that eStar are going to MSI. They're winning. They're going to Worlds. They're taking everyone down.
3 years in a row, China's going to win. You know why? Because Chelsea doesn't miss.
Oh, this is just not fair.
Really isn't. And IG, what do you do now? You watch.
I was going to give you the honest answer. IG, what do you do now? You just keep watching as eStar take everything on the map and eventually taking your base.
Ocean Soul. Not that it matters. Not that it mattered from the first couple of minutes.
The problem for IG is, let's say you find a good pick, you find a good flank, you kill Wink. You still have so much damage on all the other members. that you're still probably going to go down in the resulting fight.
You're 15k goal behind. What do? Well, you run, because here comes Cryin to steal Gromp, but to also kill Ning, who has no ultimate available. Cryin is massive. This guy has 3 items, and Ning knows it. Xiaobai's coming in red hot as well, and Cryin will just take another kill. Now for eStar, turning the rest of the fight with Wei here, and Xiaoxi. The Shy is low. He explodes. Wink's coming around. The Shy will drop. Big death timers at this point in the game. I think we've got our fight.
I'm not committing to anything yet.
No,
we don't. That's what I'm saying. We've been in this place now twice before.
Oh, God.
I'm going to wait. Let's see if eStar actually start hitting the Nexus turrets. Then we commit.
It's like watching The Room, you know? It's so good.
I don't understand your obscure Australian references.
The Room is not... Actually, no, The Room's not a good reference whatsoever. It's like watching McBain. You seen The Simpsons? You seen McBain? You know, he's like an Arnold Schwarzenegger, like a, you know, you know what? Have you seen McBain?
My pop culture's not on point, my friend.
What have you seen? I hit you with The Room, which is the biggest internet meme movie in history. And I hit you with McBain from Simpsons.
You know what I've seen? I've seen eStar clinically dissect
You don't watch
IG.
anything but League of Legends, do you?
Not really.
Okay. That's all right. You're pretty bloody good at it. That's fair. eStar, you want to see them cleanly dissect? You could see that, couldn't you? You could see that hook coming through. I mean, this is so clean, but this is going on for so long. There's such a big gold lead. IG, they've truly, in a way, slowed the game down, but eStars are so hyper-accelerated.
Again, what you want to see from eStar at this point, have Cryin in one lane with his global ultimate. You could either 4-man one side or have Xiaobai in another lane, converge all together on mid lane with your global ultimate with your roam from Renekton, while IG are forced to answer their side lanes. We're not seeing eStar use all 3 lanes appropriately like they should.
No, they're not. Look at where the Renekton is. He's with Cryin at the moment. Xiaobai and Cryin by themselves. Xiaoxi just looking for that hook. But IG have stopped giving them opportunities. Puff is going to find his ultimate here onto Xiaobai. The hook doesn't connect. And the sloppier this gets, the less confidence I have.
I was going to say, eStar are starting to show some flaws where they really could use again.
Oh, but they do find the hook here, and they do find the deletion. Never mind IG being caught out as Unleashed Power comes through. We finally see it. It would have been disappointing to watch as IG win this game. eStar still got it from minute 1 to minute 31. Now with the hook to finish things off. Xiaoxi doesn't miss. And eStars, as I was saying before, are your best team of the LPL Spring, taking down the floor.